Per my last email. Hello and welcome back to Per My Last Email. Story time! So, there was this girl at work that I was totally beefed out with. Girl, look. This girl used to talk about me like a dog. You hear me? Anytime I had anything good going on, here she come, ready to burst my bubble, talking about some.
Oh, why did they ask you to be the manager for this project? Oh, they told you to do this? I wonder why they did that.
Isn't that so annoying? I don't know, she was just a jerk. I didn't like her. It was me. It was me. I had made a habit of being so mean to myself. Anytime anything good would happen, I'm the person that's telling myself that I'm not qualified to do it. I'm not good enough to do it. Anytime somebody would give me a compliment, my first thought was, it wasn't all that. Or if somebody gave me kudos on a good presentation, I would combat it by saying, well, I didn't say that right. I had conned myself into thinking that I was only here by chance and that I didn't do anything to deserve to be where I am today. That's so annoying. The funny thing is, my feelings aren't uncommon, and there's actually a psychological phenomenon to explain my erratic behavior. I learned it in school. This is where my master's is coming into play. I'm about to teach y'all a little something today. Y'all ready to learn something new? So, I had just graduated from the Scholars College at Northwestern State University with my bachelor's in psychology. I was starting my internship in human resources at a Fortune 200 company, and I was also starting my master's program in industrial psychology. And during my internship, I was doing pretty good. I was getting some good compliments from the people around me on my presentations and on my projects. I was low-key killing it, but I was kind of over it at the same time. I wanted to do something different because, first of all, at the company that I work with, the building was in two sections. So on one side, it was the old side. So that's where all of the corporate functions were, HR, accounting, finance, all that stuff. And this building had no sunlight, old green wallpaper, busted chairs. It was just busted compared to the other building, which was brand new, sunlight everywhere, new chairs, new rooms, new refrigerators. They had Keurigs on that floor. And I was like, I want to work down there. And the only people that worked in the new building were engineers and IT. I was like, I gotta get down there. And then on top of that, I had just watched Hidden Figures. Great movie, outstanding movie. I want to do something cool like that. And since I was working in HR, I saw all of the awesome quality candidates that came in that had all these credentials in STEM careers, and I was like, dang, why didn't I do that? Why didn't I just major in STEM? Why didn't I just... I got my bachelor's degree in psychology, working in HR, about to get a master's in another psychology. I can't be no engineer. It's too late for all that. I was just like, well, this is the life I chose, so here I go. Well, in the meantime, one thing that my department was working on was this program for top tier engineering talent. They were gonna take the best and the brightest from across the country, put them in this leadership development rotational program, and send them through 3 different parts of the engineering group at our company. And so they were, doing these college fairs and getting these people, and they was smart. They had one spot left to fill in the program, and they just couldn't fill it. Nobody was sticking. And my manager, who I consider a mentor, she was like, Bria, you should apply for this job. I was like, girl, bye. These people are engineers. What I look like? She was like, I work with you. I think you'd be good for it. I read the job description. Anyway, then I had my peers who I work with, and they were like, Bria, you need to apply for this job. And I was like, so all y'all crazy. On a whim, I just applied. I got an interview, and they offered me a job. My title is Associate Engineer in a Leadership Development Program. I just had a hard time conceptualizing that I was good enough to be in this job. I felt like a fraud. So I just kind of started convincing myself that I was not worthy to be in this job, or that I wasn't smart enough to be in this job, or that they made a mistake when they hired me. I just started to be very mean to myself. I wouldn't allow myself to relish in any of my accomplishments. Anytime I would do something right or I would learn something new, I would be like, well, that was just luck. Don't get ahead of yourself, boo, because you're not all that. I guess I forgot that I graduated from the honors college, and I guess I forgot that I had been working at the company for 2 years already, and that I knew a lot about the company, and I forgot that I was getting my doggone master's. I forgot about all the cool stuff and all the good stuff that I had done. But thank God for psychology though, because of my background in psychology, I was able to talk myself back into reality, because I remember reading about this thing called the imposter syndrome. And I learned about this in school, and I was like, wait, maybe I'm not crazy. Maybe this is just something that everybody goes through. So the imposter syndrome. Okay, so in the 70s, these two psychologists, Suzanne and Pauline, discovered this phenomenon called the imposter syndrome, where people who are usually high achievers are unable to conceptualize their own success, and they pass it off as it just being luck. It's not like a diagnosable thing where you need to take medicine. It's not like bipolar disorder. It's just an extreme case of self-doubt. So basically, people who suffer from imposter syndrome have usually done something really cool. Either they got a new job, got a promotion, they were appointed as the leader or manager over a new project. They're unable to realize that they're good enough to be in that position. Do you ever feel like you aren't worthy of a good thing? If not, good. You don't need that stress in your life anyway. But if you have felt like that, that's also good, because it means you're most likely a high achiever and you never think anything is good enough. You always think it can be improved. You always think it could be better. That's good. But it's also bad because you're never satisfied. Like, you never think anything is good enough. Will you ever be satisfied with yourself? So if you do suffer from imposter syndrome, I think you should look at your resume. Rewrite your resume and make sure that you toot the heck out of your horn. Toot it, and then toot it some more, because you need to realize how good you are. Toot. Don't be modest. And write your accomplishments down and read it back to yourself. Yes, I did create a metric-driven scorecard to improve efficiency and drive quicker decision times in university recruiting. Yes, I was the project manager for an initiative to rank director employees based off standardized and objective measurements. Yes, I did write, publish, and present a research thesis on the changes in narcissism across generations and their perceived parenting styles. Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? You have to rest and know that you are good enough. You deserve to be where you are. They wouldn't have picked you if they didn't think you were qualified. You wouldn't have been invited into the room unless they knew you were qualified. You are here because you deserve to be here. You have worked hard. You are smart enough. You are good enough. Stop discounting yourself. So your homework for this week is to rewrite your resume. You better write the heck out of it. You better pump yourself up, toot that horn. You better write that thing like you are the CEO of something. And I want you to look back at that resume and relish in all the things that you've accomplished. Look back at all the wonderful and awesome, talented things that you've done, and don't forget who you are. Stop telling yourself what you don't deserve and start telling yourself, yes, I do deserve this promotion. Yes, I do deserve this job. Yes, I do deserve to be the leader on this project. I know what I'm talking about.